Hey, welcome back. It's a cold morning here in New York, and I'm looking out at the Hudson, this gray, restless water, and it's got me thinking about other cold places, about how a landscape can hold a secret, how a silent forest can become a vault. I'm Ibnul Jaif Farabi, and this is Hidden Histories, the Untold Files. Today, we're traveling to Norway, to a misty valley in 1970, where a discovery was made that would unravel into one of the most perplexing spy mysteries of the Cold War. A case with no name, only a code given by the Earth itself, the Isdal woman. It was November 29, 1970. In the Isdalen Valley, the Ice Valley, outside Bergen, a university professor was hiking with his family. The air was crisp, the silence broken only by their footsteps. Then, his young daughters noticed a strange smell. They followed it, and there, among the rocks, they found the charred, partially cremated remains of a woman. This wasn't just a tragedy. It was a scene staged with chilling precision. She was lying on her back, hands folded almost peacefully on her stomach. But around her were scattered empty pill bottles, a plastic water container, and a burnt passport. The ground was covered with gasoline. She had been burned, but the fire had not done its job completely. This was someone who did not want to be identified, and someone else who seemed determined to help that along. The police investigation began, and the layers of mystery only deepened. First, the cause of death wasn't the fire. She had ingested a massive number of sleeping pills and, forensics showed, been suffocated. This was a murder made to look like a suicide, and then clumsily set ablaze. Who was she? Her fingerprints were not in any database. Her teeth showed distinctive dental work, but no records matched. The labels had been cut from all her clothing. Even the serial numbers on the Luger pistol found near her had been filed off. But investigators are patient people. They pieced together her final journey from the fragments left behind. And this is where the story transforms from a local tragedy into a continental enigma. In the weeks before her death, this woman had been a ghost on the move. Using multiple aliases, she had crisscrossed Europe, from Belgium to Switzerland, from Paris to Vienna. She had stayed in hotels, always requesting a room on the upper floor, facing the street. She was seen burning papers in her sink. She carried a suitcase that was unusually heavy for its size. Witnesses described her as well-dressed, polite, speaking multiple languages, but with a noticeable accent, possibly German or Eastern European. She was cautious, always watching, always listening. In her belongings, found in a train station locker, police discovered sophisticated code sheets, disguised as simple lists of numbers. They found large sums of cash in different currencies. They found wigs, glasses for disguise, and makeup. And most hauntingly, they found a tube of eczema cream. This small, personal detail stood in stark contrast to the sterile, professional spycraft. It was a human flaw, a need, and it became a key clue. The cream led to a specific pharmacy in Brussels, where a witness remembered her. But a name? Nothing. So who was she? The prevailing theory, then and now, is that she was an intelligence operative. The Cold War was at its frostiest peak. Norway, a NATO member sharing a border with the Soviet Union, was a hotbed of espionage. Submarines lurked in its fjords. Signals intelligence stations dotted its coast. She could have been working for any number of agencies, the Stasi, the KGB, or perhaps a Western intelligence service. Maybe she was a courier, a handler, a defector in waiting. The multiple passports suggest a false flag operative, someone meant to appear as a citizen of one country while secretly working for another. But there's another, more unsettling possibility. What if she wasn't just a spy, but a target? The nature of her death, the staged suicide, the botched burning, has the hallmarks of a professional silencing, but one carried out with a certain theatrical cruelty. It sends a message. It creates a myth. In the intelligence world, a vanished agent is one thing. A nameless body, publicly discovered in a way that screams spy, is a different kind of weapon. It creates fear, paranoia, a story that warns others in the shadows. This is what stays with me. We can follow the forensic trail, the hotel receipts, the train schedules. The engineer in me loves that chain of logic. But as a storyteller, I'm drawn to the silence, to everything that was erased. Her name, her nationality, her voice, her loyalties, her motivations. All of it consumed by fire and intention. In our world, we are our data, Our passports, our credit reports, our social media profiles. The Isdal woman is the antithesis of that. She is a negative space, a silhouette cut out of the historical record. I think about the isolation of that final act. In the freezing valley, with the gasoline and the pills. Was it resignation? Was it fear? Or was it, in some twisted way, a final mission accomplished? By denying her enemies her identity, did she win a last, small victory? The case remains open in Norway. In 2016, the police exhumed her body, hoping modern DNA and isotope analysis could trace her origins. The isotopes did suggest something, that she had spent her childhood somewhere in Central Europe, possibly near the German-French border, and had moved north later in life. But the DNA led to no living relatives in any database. She is still, and may forever be, a woman without a context. She's buried in Bergen under a headstone that reads, simply, "The Unknown Woman, found at Isdalen, November 29, 1970. From my home here in New York, a city built by millions who came here to be someone new, to leave a past behind or invent a future, I find a profound and melancholy resonance in her story. We all carry multitudes. We have our public faces, our private selves, the stories we tell, and the ones we hide. The Isdal woman took that to an absolute, fatal extreme. Her entire existence became her hidden history. She is a reminder that the Cold War wasn't just about missiles and politicians. It was fought in hotel corridors and on park benches, by people who traded their identities for a cause, and who sometimes vanished into the fog, leaving behind only a puzzle for the rest of us to ponder. Thank you for listening to this episode of Hidden Histories, The Untold Files. If this story captivated you, I'd be so grateful if you'd share the show with a friend who loves a good mystery. For more deep dives into the shadows of our past, visit our production home at Light Not Studios. That's lightnotstudios.com. I'm Ibnul Jaif Farabi. Until next time, keep wondering.